Prince Albert II and Princess Charlene of Monaco attend a gala dinner in Monte Carlo. Prince Nicholas and Princess Tatiana of Greece attend a grand opening in Athens. Crown Prince Frederick of Denmark visits Niger. Grand Duke Henri of Luxembourg hosts a gala state dinner in Luxembourg City. And members of the royal family of Jordan celebrate Independence Day in Amman. All this and much more coming up next on your Royal Daily News. Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Alexandra, and this is your Royal Daily News for May 26th, 2023. In Amman, Their Majesties King Abdullah II and Queen Rania of Jordan, accompanied by His Royal Highness Crown Prince Al Hussein bin Abdullah II of Jordan, Her Royal Highness Princess Salma bint Abdullah II of Jordan, His Royal Highness Prince Hashim bin Abdullah II of Jordan, and Her Royal Highness Princess Muna Al Hussein of Jordan, attended a ceremony at the Rakhadan Palace to celebrate Jordan's 77th Independence Day yesterday afternoon. Also attending the ceremony were senior government officials, members of the diplomatic corps, representatives of political parties, civil society organizations, professional associations, and other members of the royal family of Jordan. During the ceremony, various Jordanian government officials delivered speeches expressing, quote, deep pride in Jordan and the importance of this occasion, which reaffirms Jordanians' pride in their homeland and their determination to continue towards further progress under its Hashemite leadership. They express pride in the Jordan Armed Forces Arab Army and security agencies for safeguarding the nation's achievements, commending Jordan's unwavering position led by His Majesty in the defense of just Arab causes, especially the Palestinian cause and Islamic and Christian holy sites in Jerusalem under the Hashemite custodianship. End quote. They also noted Jordan's ongoing modernization efforts across the political, economic, and administrative tracks as the state moves forward into its second centennial. After speeches were made, His Majesty the King bestowed royal medals on a number of distinguished Jordanian institutions and individuals in appreciation for their services for the country and its people. The presentation of the medals honored the achievements of Jordanians in education, tourism, sports, charity, community service, literature, media, judicial reform, as well as interfaith dialogue. On Wednesday, Their Majesties attended His Royal Highness Prince Hashim bin Abdullah II of Jordan's graduation ceremony from the King's Academy. Also attending the ceremony were His Royal Highness Crown Prince Al Hussein bin Abdullah II of Jordan, Her Royal Highness Princess Imam bint Abdullah II of Jordan, and her husband, Mr. Jamel Thermotis, Her Royal Highness Princess Salma bint Abdullah II of Jordan, Her Royal Highness Princess Muna Al Hussein of Jordan, His Royal Highness Prince Faisal Al Hussein of Jordan, Her Royal Highness Princess Zain Al Hussein of Jordan, and Her Royal Highness Princess Aisha Al Hussein of Jordan. Prince Hashim is the youngest child and the second son of Their Majesties. Meanwhile, the Royal Hashemite Court announced details regarding the upcoming royal wedding. Guests including Middle Eastern and foreign royals will arrive at Zakhan Palace at 4 p.m., followed by members of the royal family of Jordan. At 5 p.m., the wedding ceremony will begin. After the ceremony, Their Royal Highnesses Crown Prince Al Hussein bin Abdullah II and Crown Princess Rajwa Al Hussein of Jordan will depart Zakhan Palace and will lead a 30-minute wedding procession through the streets of Amman to Al Husseinia Palace. Upon their arrival, the new Crown Prince couple of Jordan will be received by Their Majesties, royals from around the world, heads of state, Jordanian government officials, family, and close friends. Live coverage of the royal wedding, including the arrival of guests, begins at 4 p.m. and will be shown on Jordanian state television, including Roya News, Amman Network, and Jordan Television. In Brussels, the Belgian Royal Court announced that His Majesty King Philippe of the Belgians and Her Royal Highness Princess Elizabeth of Belgium, Duchess of Brabant, will attend the royal wedding on June 1st in Amman. Meanwhile, His Majesty the King visited Aptiskill Training Center for Chemistry, Biopharmacy, and Biotechnology professions, somewhere outside of Brussels. According to the Belgian Royal Court, Aptiskill is the, quote, result of a collaboration between the public and private sector and provides training to employees in biopharmaceutical as well as job seekers and students. The center is trying to meet the needs of a rapidly evolving and growing sector, focusing on ongoing training. Aptiskill can train up to 6,000 job seekers, employees, and students per year in its many laboratories and technical zones. End quote. On Tuesday, His Majesty the King held an audience with the President of the Republic of Northern Macedonia, Stevo Penedovsky, held at the Palais Royal de Bruxelles. On Tuesday evening in Brussels, Their Majesties King Philippe and Queen Mathilde of the Belgians hosted a dinner for 28 young Belgian researchers at Château de Laeken. According to the Belgian Royal Court, during the dinner, the young researchers spoke about their experiences in their respective fields of expertise, including law, the humanities and social sciences, and science. 6 times a year, Their Majesties host a dinner for young people under the age of 35 from various sectors. End quote. On Thursday in Den Haag, His Majesty King Willem-Alexander of the Netherlands, accompanied by the Dutch Minister of Finance, visited 3 planning offices: the Central Planning Bureau, the Living Environment Planning Bureau, and the Social and Cultural Planning Bureau. According to RVD, the visit was all about broad prosperity. Broad prosperity includes everything that people find valuable, including health, education, security, environment, and habitat. During their visit, His Majesty the King and the ministers spoke with Broad Prosperity program leaders about their joint work with young researchers and with the Ministry of Finance officials about how broad prosperity takes shape in the budget cycle. The visit concluded with an exciting conversation with the directors of the planning agencies and representatives of social organizations about what broad prosperity can actually bring to society. On Wednesday, His Majesty the King attended a celebration on the occasion of the 225th anniversary of the Rijkswaterstaat. According to RVD, the Rijkswaterstaat is the executive organization of the Ministry of Infrastructure and Water Management. Quote, for the past 225 years, the Rijkswaterstaat has played an important role in the shaping of the Netherlands. The service manages and develops the national highways, waterways, and water, and focuses on a sustainable living environment. End quote. During the celebration, His Majesty the King launched a new and exciting game that raises awareness among secondary school students of the challenges surrounding climate change. Yesterday, Her Majesty Queen Maxima of the Netherlands, as honorary chairwoman of the King Willem I Foundation, visited the company NXP Semiconductors. NXP stands for Next Experience. The company recently won the King Willem I Award in the large company category. On Wednesday morning in Apeldoorn, Her Majesty the Queen, as honorary chairwoman of Schulden Lab NL, visited Aventus MBO to participate in an exciting course entitled How to Get Rich. The course, How to Get Rich, teaches young people about how to, quote, prevent debt and how to be responsible with their money. How to Get Rich is an interactive Money Start teaching program designed for students between the ages of 14 and 18 in secondary vocational education to promote financial skills. Money Start's teachers are debt counselors, budget coaches, and social workers, end quote. According to RVD, in the Netherlands, research shows that young people are not always well prepared for, quote, financial responsibilities, end quote. As a result, they run into serious financial problems. During the event, Her Majesty the Queen spoke with students, teachers, entrepreneurs, budget coaches, debt helpers, and experts about how 3 simple methods can contribute to a debt-free future. So what are the 3 simple methods? I have no idea. All I know is 2 simple methods: save and budget. And one more thing. Don't buy things you don't need. Like you don't need that new cell phone. And you don't need that new iPad or that new computer or that new car or those cute little shoes that you saw the other day when you were in the mall. If they still have malls, I have no idea. But yeah, budget and save. Save and budget. In Luxembourg City, His Royal Highness Grand Duke Henri of Luxembourg, accompanied by His Royal Highness Hereditary Grand Duke Guillaume of Luxembourg, hosted a gala state dinner on Tuesday evening on the occasion of the state visit from the President and the First Lady of the Republic of Cape Verde, held at the Palais Grand Ducal. Guests attending the gala dinner included the amazing Prime Minister of Luxembourg, Mr. Xavier Bettel, members of the governments of Luxembourg and Cape Verde, and honored guests. Unfortunately, Her Royal Highness Grand Duchess Maria Theresa of Luxembourg did not attend the gala dinner. The reason? She tested positive for COVID-19 with symptoms and is in isolation until her doctors clear her. In Niamey, His Royal Highness Crown Prince Frederik of Denmark, accompanied by the Minister for Development, Cooperation, and Global Climate Policy, Mr. Dan Jorgensen, began their two-day visit to Niger. According to a press release, the purpose of the visit is to attend the launch of the new Developing Country Program. Denmark is now increasing its bilateral development commitment in the West African country by around 50% to a total of 920 million Danish krone. Quote, 800 million Danish krone for 2023 through 2027 for the Developing Country Program, as well as a new education grant of 120 million Danish krone. The visit also provided an opportunity to focus on the fragile security situation in the region. In this context, the Crown Prince visited the National Guard's Training Center, where he gained insight on how the security forces are trained with a view to stabilizing the country and protecting the civilian population against terrorist groups. End quote. The Crown Prince and Minister Jorgensen also met with the President of Niger, Mohamed Bazoum, and Niger's Minister of Foreign Affairs. Yesterday, the Crown Prince and Minister Jorgensen visited two UNICEF schools and the company Maleka. The company, quote, specializes in the transformation of moringa into tea and other food products, end quote. The Crown Prince and Minister Jorgensen also took a cruise down the Niger River. During the cruise, the Crown Prince learned how climate change has affected the river and local population. In the evening, the Crown Prince and Minister Jorgensen attended a reception hosted by the President of Niger. On Tuesday evening, Her Majesty Queen Margrethe II of Denmark arrived at the Royal Theatre in Copenhagen to attend the opening of a Ukrainian evening organized by the Embassy of Ukraine in Denmark. According to the Danish Royal Court, the music and dance performance featured more than, quote, 130 Ukrainian artists, half of whom had traveled by bus directly from Kiev to Copenhagen. The Ukrainian National Presidential Orchestra performed in the orchestra pit, while the United Ukrainian Ballet, among others, performed on stage. End quote. Outside the city center of Oslo, His Royal Highness Crown Prince Haakon of Norway, as Admiral of the Norwegian Navy, visited the American aircraft carrier USS Gerald R. Ford. Whilst on board the ship, the Crown Prince, accompanied by the Chief of the Norwegian Navy, Flag Commander Trond Gibbonsrud, received briefings from the USS Gerald R. Ford's commander, Rick Burgess. Thereafter, the Crown Prince was given a tour of the ship and met her, meaning the ship's, crew. In Lillehammer, Her Royal Highness Crown Princess Mette-Marit of Norway attended the opening of the Norwegian Literature Festival held at the Bakken Culture House. Yesterday in Bergen, Her Majesty Queen Sonja of Norway opened the 71st Bergen Festival exhibition. This year's exhibition features works by artist Camille Norment. On Wednesday morning, Their Majesties King Harald V and Queen Sonja of Norway officially opened the 71st Bergen Festival. His Majesty the King is patron of the famous festival. Established in 1953, the Bergen Festival is the, quote, flagship of music and theater festivals in the Nordic countries. A hub for the Northern European art scene, the festival has a multifaceted program profile, renowned for world premieres and new productions of music, opera theater, and dance. On Tuesday morning in Stockholm, His Majesty King Carl Gustaf of Sweden held farewell audiences with ambassadors accredited to Sweden. The ambassadors are from Botswana, Serbia, and the Socialist Republic of Vietnam. In the afternoon, His Majesty the King held a meeting with the Speaker of the Ukrainian Parliament, Ruslan Stefantsuk, at the Kungliga Slottet. Speaker Stefantsuk was in Sweden on a 3-day official visit at the invitation of the Speaker of the Swedish Parliament, Andreas Norlin. In Greece, their Royal Highnesses Prince Nicholas and Princess Tatiana of Greece attended the grand opening of the new store for the fashion designer Themis Zalganellis in Athens. On Wednesday in London, His Royal Highness Prince Michael of Kent, as president of the Kennel Club, accompanied by their Royal Highnesses the Duke and Duchess of Gloucester, and Sir John Spurling, the vice president of the Kennel Club, hosted the Royal Kennel Club garden party at Buckingham Palace. On Tuesday evening in Monte Carlo, their Serene Highnesses, Prince Albert II and Princess Charlene of Monaco, attended the 19th edition of the Business of Luxury Summit Gala Dinner held at the Sporting de Monte Carlo. The gala dinner was hosted by the newspaper Financial Times. And finally, on Monday in Fontvieille, His Serene Highness Prince Albert II of Monaco attended the 30th edition of the World Stars charity football match between Star Team for Children and the All-Stars Drivers Team, held at the Stade Louis II. And there you have it. Thank you all so much for joining me this afternoon. I will be back on Sunday, actually. My life has been really hectic this past couple of days. I am so sorry for not uploading videos like I promised, but things will be back on track, hopefully, by next week. So, until then, I wish you all a wonderful Friday evening and a great weekend. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to, hit that notification bell so you won't miss a thing when I'm actually on time, which I will be sometime next week. Anyway, have a great evening again, everyone. And I will see you all on Sunday. Okay, bye-bye.